Hey K6, we are going to do some measuring. Now, I know that you can measure with one of these, right? Yeah. So, we can do that another day. We are in kindergarten. Now, in kindergarten, we're supposed to do things that are way more fun than that. That thing right there is called a meter stick or a yardstick or a ruler, and, well, we can have fun with it too. But this is going to be way more fun. All right, here we go. Now, let's measure. All right. But, hey, Gruffalo. Oh, man. All right, okay. So, we're going to measure this bed. We want to know how long this bed is. Now, let's use something good to measure it with. Let's see how many donuts long it is. Oh, nope. Oh, all right, okay. Let's use fish. Okay. And maybe another donut. And maybe, oh, hey, Gruffalo! Oh, okay, all right. Oh, okay, let's put one of those maybe. And, oh, more donuts. I like donuts. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And a little bit more. Okay. Right about to there, so about half a fish maybe. Okay, half a fish. Maybe let's draw a little line here to show half a fish. Ready? Part of a fish, anyway. Okay, there we go. Fish's tail. Okay, so I know that our bed is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 donuts, 1 fish, 1 baguette, and a fish tail long. Now, what's the problem? That's kind of fun, but it doesn't tell us much. That's a ridiculous way to say how long something is. We need to do something different. We need to use the same thing to measure. All right, so this looks better. We've got a whole lot of baguettes. Oh, see, Mr. Herd forgets not to do that too. Whoop. All right, here we go. Use the pointing finger, right? Okay, so we got bread, and the bread is all the same size. So we can use it to measure in a way that makes sense. Now, what's the problem here? If I tried to pile baguettes on top of baguettes, they are going to what? Yeah, that's right. They're going to fall over. So we can't do it that way. Let's do something different. Here we go, Mr. Herd. Lie down. There we go. Did I mention that's me? Yes. Okay. All right. So now we can use our measuring like this. Ready? 1, 2, and yeah, let's move it a little closer so we can see. Ah, oh, I accidentally changed the size. That happens to me too. That means we can't use it anymore. All right. Thankfully, that doesn't happen in real life. Here we go. Okay, so now let's have a look to see. Make sure that it's about the same. How much? Ready? Oh, right about there, Gruffalo. Not too bad. Thank you. All right, so we have. Okay, 2, 1, 2, and about a half. Mr. Herd, little Mr. Herd, is 2.5 baguettes tall. And that makes some sense. All right, let's move on. All right, so here's Beaker. Now, we remember from last time, what do we have to do first? Beaker, lie down. There we go. Wow! Oh dear. There we go. Gruffalo, you're very clumsy. Well, whatever. All right, okay. Now, we're lying down. Now, let's start measuring it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. K6. What's the problem here? My bread's all the same, but my bread's not very straight. And this one isn't even quite end to end. That's not going to work, is it? Okay, so let's move these ones out of the way. too messy. Back in the pile. Now let's be neat and tidy. Ready? 1, 2, make sure they're right end to end, right? 3, there's about 4, and let's go. Wow, Gruffalo, that's not a very straight line. No, whatever. Okay, there we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, and a bit. Beaker is 3 and a bit. Baguette's tall. There we go. Let's move on. Alright, last one. Okay, so we can measure Mr. Elephant, and here we go. We got lots of these, and they're all the same size. So let's start working. Here we go. And whoop, this one changed size. Whoops. Ah! Get rid of that. It's too big now. Not the same. Okay, so here we go. We're going to make a little Lego stack to measure our elephant. Now, what's the problem this time? Yeah, this is the trickiest one of all. Does it make much sense at all to measure an elephant using little tiny Lego blocks? It's going to take what? All day long. And what's Mr. Elephant going to do while we're working? He's going to walk away, of course. He's going to get bored. All right, okay, so what else can we use? Oh, here's something down here. Right. Ah! We need something tall. Right. Ah! There we go. Mr. Elephant is not as tall as this very large baguette. Aha. Let's quickly go over what we have learned. If we are measuring things, we must, use a finger and not a pen. All right. And if we are measuring things, we must use things that are all the same, and they must have no bites. All right. Now, if we are measuring something tall, we must do it in a way that makes sense. We must not try to pile bread on top of each other because they will fall. Now, Mr. Bird may lie down, and then we may do it this way. Are you ready? Here we go. Now, like this, and whoop. Why? If that happens to our bread, we must throw it away. Let's go again. There we go. All right, and end to end. See? Like this. All right. Now, Beaker is helpfully lying down. Now, we can measure like this, but we must not measure with things that are not straight. Throw it away. Let's go. Okay, straight, and they must be end to end. There we go. Last but not least, if you are trying to measure something very, very large, do not use something very, very small. That will take all day. The same thing goes vice versa, which just means the other way around. If you are trying to measure something very, very small, do not try to use something very, very big. That is even more ridiculous.